Bang, bang, bang. The Easter Army, ready for war. Coming into headquarters. Bluka! Bluka! Always sunny. Oh, there's words up there. Check that shit out. Something, get out of it or leave it, bitch. Perfect timing. That was dope. I didn't even know that shit was out there. Here's some more letters for your ass. Bow! Wonder what that shit said. Whoop, whoop. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Here we go. Oh, he can do anything with his long fingers. Come on, get in there, motherfucker. There we go. Frustration levels. Is that good? Is that good? All right. Fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Blia! There we go.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Cloudy and Rowdy Podcast, episode 62. In LA. But still not in jail. That's all that matters, right? Oh, we got the fucking bullshit. I wonder what's that.
Oh, I think I figured it out. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah. Now I know what makes it do that shit. There's a button on the little fucking iRig. And when I put the rubber bands on it to click it onto my fucking stand leg and shit, if I click that motherfucker on, it goes. But then I turned it off. And we cloudy and rowdy. Hello. Welcome to the Cloudy and Rowdy Podcast, episode 62. How are you? Fuck yeah. I'm glad I got that shit straightened out, because people love to talk shit. They love to put dicks in their mouth and talk shit, But I got the fucking sound right. So put that in your mouth and chew on it, motherfucker. I ain't got no chat room. College football has won the battle. Fuck the Cloudy and Rowdy Podcast. We're going to watch the fucking Trojans, I don't know. I wasn't too excitable last week, so I guess, I understand the lack of viewers, right? I got one watching. Oh, well. 3-0 in fantasy football. Fuck yeah. My best start to any season I've ever had. It took me this is about my 3rd, 4th year playing this stupid shit. So it took me about 3 or 4 years of learning the hard way. You learn things, right? Hello? I learned that. You got to stay with them big names, man. You can't fuck around. This is what'll get you. If you wake up and you listen to them little fucking dorks on TV, them little analysts, them little idiots that have nothing to do but that's their job. Their job is to make everybody sound good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna do good every week, motherfucker, okay? They go all the way down depth charts and shit. This guy, he hadn't played since September 18th, 2012, but we expect to come back this season. Oh, yeah, against this defense he's going against. They don't have no clue what to do with this guy. Yeah, because he ain't gonna fucking play, stupid, You put that fucker in your lineup if you want. I guarantee you he gets you a goose egg, So you just gotta stay. You got to stay with them big dogs, because they just like anything. You got good days, you got bad days, Hello? Just to prove my shitty luck last week, all right, this is what I did. So, Kevin, don't give a fuck. What's up, dog? Thanks for blazing in. I hope you have a fucking great night. Hello, Chris Vallejos, the Easter Army. Hell yeah, we got some soldiers on the line. We ready, all right? But this is what I did to prove my luck, y'all. Fitzpatrick, they had named him Fitzmagic, right? He had been scoring like 30 points or more in fantasy football, which is a big deal to people who don't fuck with it or whatever. And Matt Ryan, my quarterback for the Falcons, he hadn't been doing shit, okay? Struggling in the beginning of the season. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up Fitzpatrick off of the fucking bench, and I'm going to start him. That way, I'm a bench Ryan. That way, watch, Matt Ryan will have the game of his life, and Fitzpatrick is going to struggle. Do y'all know, fucking Matt Ryan scored 43 points on my bench. Fitzpatrick, at the end of the first half on Sunday, had me -6 points. I was like, it was at halftime on Sunday's games, Fitzpatrick had me -6. Matt Ryan already had like 20-something points. I was like, that's proof, right? That's proof to the whole universe that if it was raining pussy, I'd get hit with a dick. If it was raining Asian pussy, I'd get hit with a big black cock. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, right? Just proof, dude. But Fitzmagic came through second half of that game, and he ended up getting me like 20-something points. What did he end up getting me? 24. Fucking... which I really didn't need because I was playing Kyle Henson's team, and his team ate shit. I could have beat that motherfucker with the -6. You know what I'm saying? But I'm rolling with Matt Ryan this week. I dropped Fitz and picked Baker Mayfield back up. I had dropped Baker to get Fitz because I didn't think they was ever going to fucking put Baker in this year. But now that Tyrod Taylor showed he ain't shit, Baker Mayfield, you know, if he starts blowing up, I got him. If he's the next Mahomes, he's on my team. Hello? That's all you do. When they talk players up like that, pick them up, but put them on your bench. Watch them for a week or two. Don't start them, man. They got me with that shit the first 3 seasons, and I was always losing. I'd fucking take somebody good out, roll the dice with some fucker, that Matt Berry, that little dork. I ever see him in life, I'm going to smack the fuck out of him. He's going to be like, what the fuck? Be like, stop telling us who to play. All right, pick a different job, pussy. You know, even if I know it's just your job. It might all be fake, but you're getting smacked because of it. So you want to keep getting smacked, you know? But it's like him, especially. He'll tell you, this guy. Oh, the fucking bar is high for this guy, and he won't do shit. So I just learned. I don't listen to them little motherfuckers anymore. You look at the big names. You look who they're going against, and you make the decision. You've watched football long enough. You know what I'm saying? You're the one you're watching the season just like they are, you know? Just because they can go into a locker room and talk to people, fuck them. They don't give them an advantage. They're getting lied to more than us, all right? We see what the fuck's going on, all right? I'm benching Fitzpatrick because he's playing the Bears. Khalil Mack is going to fuck off for the Bears this year. You think I'm going to put that idiot in who ain't scared to throw an interception? That's the thing about Fitzpatrick. He don't care. He's a journeyman. He knows. He's always a backup. He's happy. He went to fucking Yale or Harvard or some shit. He's a dork that gets football money. He's fucking happy. He don't give a fuck if he's the next Brett Favre, if he goes to the Hall of Fame. He ain't trying to go to the Hall of Fame. He don't give a fuck. I'm pretty sure in his mind, he's like, I'm just going to fucking wreak havoc while I'm here and whatever. You know, like this year has been more than he could probably have expected, and he's probably more than happy with these first 3 or 4 games. Even if Winston starts again, if I was Fitzpatrick, I'd be like, oh, well, hell, they'll always talk about these first 3 games. They'll because he set a record. First quarterback in NFL history to throw over 400 yards for the first 3 games of the season. I couldn't fucking believe that. I was like, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, none of them boys never did that? Are you fucking nuts? I couldn't fucking believe it, you know? So, I mean, that's a good accomplishment. That's fuck it, right? You in the concrete. You don't have to be in the Hall of Fame. You in the football concrete, though. They going to always talk about that shit, you know? There I am slurping into the fucking microphone. God. But, yeah, like I said, I'm in this football talk because I know it ain't for everybody and shit. Hello? I'll tell you a fucking huge move I did this week is I benched Minnesota's defense. I could see them faltering, you know, and I knew they were playing the red-hot L.A. Rams. Man, I couldn't. I woke up Thursday and looked at that shit. I was like, oh, we're playing the Rams? Fuck that. I replaced their ass with Green Bay, put them on my bench. These motherfuckers got -9 points. On my bench, though. Didn't affect me. So I couldn't imagine if I was starting out this week -9. I'd be so fucking mad right now, you know? But I'm not. I hadn't had no one play yet, so I'm still in a good boat, you know? Cody Morley had somebody play. Only got him 5 points. He's in the bad boat. Hello? So I'm down, man. And then it looks like my boy Jay Green going to lose this week because Jimmy Hatt jumped out to a big lead. So then that'll be, if he loses and I win, I'll be the only 4-0 team. And that'll feel so good, you know? I ain't never had that type shit. I always get fucked somehow, you know? But I'm going to roll the dice with Matt Ryan this week because you got to stick with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping my team. I don't really change my team around that much this year. I had to do a couple things. I had to take Minnesota's D out because of the Rams. I had to take Goskowski, whatever the fuck his stupid name is, kicker for the Patriots. Had to take him out because just Brady don't look like Brady this year. He's not getting they're not getting down there enough, you know. The last game I had that kicker in, he got one chance for a field goal. So he got me like 4 points or some shit, you know. He had a field goal and an extra point. Whoop-de-fuck, you know. So I went with Detroit's kicker. Stafford, them boys, he's got weapons all over the field. Even if their defense sucks dick, Stafford's going to get them down there, and they're going to either score or be in scoring position. And that's what you want from a kicker. You want a kicker that gets used, not one that just gets looked at. So that's it, man. Yeah, bring that motherfucking wax through, son. I got a nectar collector. I can pull him up out the van. Or you can bring your own rig. This is Marty's. Hello, we got a smoke pad. Bring all that shit out there and strap up. There's some young dudes. Last night, the place was packed. This musician had a little birthday party. He called a bunch of his musician buddies from, that he had met throughout the mics and shit. And a big group, like, a bunch of people came. And there was some young dudes out there last night with fucking dab rigs. And he had a big-ass full-size torch out there. You know, and so yeah, bring that shit. Hello, I'll smoke it. You know, I wasn't smoking it last night. I just wasn't. There were so many people out there and shit. I didn't really want to fuck with it. You know, but and the thing he had, it was, I didn't want to use that big ass fucking torch, not stupid shit. I like our nectar collector. It's got that little metal thing. Even the little crackhead lighters from gas stations will make that thing turn red. You know, you don't have to have a fucking human torch to do it and shit. You don't have to fucking flame on, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, well, that's for you, though, Kevin. Kevin says $15 versus $100. You know what I'm saying? But that shit don't hit me like that. Like, I mean, it hits hard and it hits good. Actually, I don't know. The waxes, last time I had some wax, I got pretty stoned off of it. It just seems like I don't get stoned no more, bro. No matter if it's weed, fucking wax, fucking whatever the fuck, you know? It's going to need to be Mars weed next for me to get stoned. I've just been smoking too long without stopping. I need to stop for a couple months, you know, and get the shit out of my system. But then there won't be no Perismokes and shit like that. So it's like, it's hard for me to get high anymore, man. People bring like the best of weed around to try and smoke me out with it, and I'm just like, we can smoke blunts all night, motherfucker, and I'm gonna still go out there and we can still go down the street and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get stoned no more. It's hard. Wake and bake is the closest I get, you know. But I'll smoke it with you all night. Hello, shit, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, we'll fire up this blunt right now. God damn it. People didn't know the inside of a pineapple could be so good. Hello. Let's see. Damn, did y'all see that tsunami? The fucking video of that tsunami, man? That shit's scary, dude. That's the only thing I'm scared of is water, you know, open water. I know y'all have heard me talk about it before. Cruise ships and shit like that. There's no way. I'm not fucking with them, you know. And seeing that video just shows you, man, water just fucking, it takes, bro. There ain't nothing stopping that shit. It either goes It goes over, through, or around any fucking thing in town. Hello? Just to rhyme it at the end. That shit takes out your whole city. Dude, they said there was, what was it? Waves were as high as 20 feet, and they were going around 100 to 500 mile an hour when they hit that fucking city, bro. Can you believe that shit? So, you motherfuckers that think you just gonna belly surf a tsunami, you out your motherfucking mind. Your ass to be bellied up in that shit, man. Like that shit, that little article said, there was logs, cars, trees, power lines, everything in that water whoosh, whirling through that fucking city. That shit comes from one side and it doesn't stop till it goes to the other. And it's the ocean. You ain't stopping it, bro. That's the scariest shit, man. It was like a 7.8 earthquake caused that shit, you know? And then they said there was some festival in town. So there was people on the beach who heard the sirens and all the warnings and didn't take it serious until they seen the shit coming. When you see it coming, it's too late. You ain't outrunning that shit. You better go up. You can't outrun it. You got to outrun it upwards. You can't outrun it that way. It's going from one side of the island and to the other. The water goes across it, and it doesn't stop. People were climbing trees and shit, you know? Yeah, that's a scary shit. I seen a picture. All the pictures just like that video was fucking crazy, man. Dude was up top, and you could see all these little roofs, and like you could just see, you know, life down there, right? And then ocean. That shit turned into just water. You know what I'm saying? And you could hear it like a river and shit, right? And I was just like, God, that's the scariest fucking thing, man. You know? Imagine that shit. Nothing you can do, dog. Nothing you can do. Hello? Tried to find some other shit to talk about, but it's all that Kavanaugh shit, Kavanaugh, whatever the fuck his name is, you know, and that chick, you know, he's trying to be a state senate, or what's he trying to be, Supreme Court. She's trying to call him a rapist. So, you know, that's all that's going on right there. I'm so far behind. I tried to watch a video earlier. God damn. Old people talk so slow and boring, you know. We'd like to welcome y'all to the hearing between da la 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 and blah 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 blah. The date is September 25th, 2018. Say it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or is someone writing it out as you say it? Are you watching this bitch write, and when she finishes, you go to the next sentence? I don't know. It was like, it was the worst trying to fucking listen to that shit, you know, trying to catch up so I don't sound like an asshole up here. So I just ain't going to comment on it, you know. I don't know. The only, you know, I usually don't give a fuck about none of that shit, but every article was like the whole nation and shit. They were showing pictures where motherfuckers were stopping what they were doing to watch this shit like it was 9/11 or something. You know what I'm saying? The last time people were like all over the nation in bars and shit staring at televisions was like 9/11 is, you know, last thing I remember, but fuck, you know. Guy was a virgin till college. Yeah, see, there's all this shit. I seen this one little article where this other chick is trying to come out on him, and she's like, he shoved his genitals in my face at a party when we were in high school. Sounds hilarious. What the fuck? Bitch, don't tell me you've been traumatized your whole life because somebody came up and was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, wow. I used to do that shit and make my balls flap. You ever make, you know, it used to make that sound. When you got gym shorts on, you can fucking, wow, you can make a ball smack. Hello? Like one of them fucking things, right? It's just fun. It's just funny, you know? He wasn't trying to, you know. Now every time you hear a clap, you think of his ball smacking or something. I don't know. What'd he do? The helicopter? Helicopters are hilarious. What the fuck? We ain't allowed to do nothing now? You know? People can't have fun, naked fun. There's no more naked fun. Okay, fuck it, right? Naked ninjas, killed them all, I guess. All the other ninjas, killed the naked ninjas. That used to be another game. You take your shirt off, tie it around your face, and you drop your drawers, and you run in a room or around a point, and go, I'm the naked ninja, woo! And then, you flap your dick around, and you run out of the room, and everybody's laughing, Now what? You get 30 years later, you run for Supreme Court, and they're like, he can't be a judge because he was the naked ninja at a party one night. Get the fuck out of here. The naked ninja brings laughs, okay? Smiles. Maybe some frowns if there's little dick dudes around, They might be like, oh, man, the naked ninja's got a bigger nunchuck than me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, motherfucker. You got a sword? Use your own sword. This is my Wu-Tang sword, all right? It's got 36 styles of danger. Hell yeah. This city been slow and dead, man. Ain't been shit going on. That's why I ain't had shit to talk about. Marty's has just been dead all week, every fucking week lately, Ain't been shit going down. Same motherfuckers coming through doing the same bullshit. Get routine. It's going to be good to go home for Thanksgiving, Christmas, get the fuck away from LA, Little change of scenery, little change of pace, break that same routine bullshit. I did see this fucking the advertisement people. They getting crafty as a motherfucker, man. I got to give them ups for this shit because, they're eliminating the Bill Burrs of the world who are all bitchy about you can't have my phone number. No, you can't have my phone number. You can't have my name, my email. It's like who gives a fuck? I've never gave a fuck. If it's like. If it's a registered person, I'm like him too. I'm like, nah, you don't need that. I don't have your stupid card and you don't need my stupid number. Just ring my shit up and let me pay for it. But like shit online, like shit you have to fill out to get to the next step or to be a member, whatever. I don't care. You can have my email. I don't have to check that dumb shit. Spam and all that shit. I can swipe it away, But the thing is, like this place, it's called Shiru Cafe in fucking Rhode Island. They opened it near Brown College, all right? And so their deal is they don't sell coffee, right? You can't walk in there. Me and you can't walk up in there and buy a cup of coffee. You have to have a college ID, all right? And their thing is like you show them the college ID and then you go to these little iPads and you put in all the students have to put in all their information, name, number, email, blah, 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 what they're doing at Brown, all this dumb shit, right? And then I guess that coffee company gets paid by other companies for that information, and then them other companies now are going to bother the fuck out of you for they shit, which I think is genius in a way. Them college kids, they know college kids don't make money. They spend all their money on everything, and so they can come in and get a free cup of coffee with their Brown fucking college ID, and all they got to do is put up with fucking spam. That's whatever. And then what if it's shit you need? Sometimes them stupid advertisements are dope. Like you'll be like, damn, I didn't know they made this shit. I've bought shit off or went to the store. I don't buy shit off the internet, but I'll go to the stores and look for it after I see it. A bunch of times I've done that and been like, hey, I seen this on the internet. Do y'all have it? And I'll be like, oh yeah, right over there. And yeah, that shit comes in handy, especially like if you're in whatever the fuck field and then they send you an email from the whatever the fuck field for some tools you need in your field. Well, how is that bad? You got free coffee and you got a new fucking, what is it called? Fucking, telescope to look at Mars, So, fuck it, dude. He was one of the people who wrote the Patriot Act, which gave the FBI the ability to write search warrants themselves. FBI guy A gets FBI guy B, the okay, and then they make a fucking a home invasion on your ass. Basically, that's fucked up. And then they can keep it silent because it was within the thing. Yeah, hey, I'm not. Believe me, I'm not on this guy's side. And I ain't against the lady. Truth is, I don't know what goes through a person's mind who's been sexually assaulted and all that shit. I'm not a woman. I'm not weak-minded. So, and I'm not saying women are weak-minded. I'm just saying, like, I'm not. It's not my thing. It ain't never happened to me. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So a lot of people. And one of the questions, my first thoughts was, why the fuck wait 30 years? That's my problem. That's my only problem with women that wait. It's like that come out with the thing. Like, it's good. I'm always like, good for you for telling on this motherfucker. It needs to be known, especially if he was going to be a superior court judge and he's a raper. That shit needs to be known. That's or whatever. But the 30-year shit gets on my nerves, and it's like, but then there's another side to that. Like, I don't know what effect it had on her, or what was in her brain, how many times she came close to actually telling on him and then got scared too. Did he threaten her life before he left that night? Who knows, man? I don't know. It just seems weird to me. It just seems like in my life, I've always been taught, man or woman, somebody does you wrong, fucks with you, fiddles you, any type of shit, you come immediately and tell whoever you trust, your mom, your dad, your grandma, the cops, your teacher, your principal, your counselor, your fucking best friend, your fucking brother, your sister. You go, you tell immediately while it fresh happened. You know what I'm saying? And you get them motherfuckers, because waiting 30 years, and this might not be a completely 100% right thing to say, but it kind of turns back on her too. Like, you waited 30 years to take, so you gave him 30 years to still rape before you fucking tried to put a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? What if he was actually a raper? Maybe the situation that happened with them was like one of those, just drunk night things. He's really not a raper, and he's really not a bad person, and it just was some shit that happened, and right? But what if he was really a fucked up person? She was his first. She could have took the first step to stopping him. Instead, she gives him 30 years of raping before she finally fucking says something. Where's that angle? Where is that angle ever at? It's like, okay, but all these women get is good for you. Ooh, let's have a parade and hold hands and sing your lullaby. No, what about the fact that you gave this man 30 more fucking years because you was too scared or too whatever the fuck to stand up for yourself and say something? Okay, so I know that don't sound right. I have to play devil's advocate on shit. But and that goes for anybody, a man too. If you got raped in the locker room by some coach and you waited 25 years, you know how many other kids got raped because you was a pussy and you ain't fucking stand up for yourself? That's what I'm saying, man. There's always that shit. So, people want to jump to, people want to take sides all the time and shit. And it's just like, if we are the outsiders, we're supposed to be the ones that sit back and look at it instead of jumping in and being on a side real quick. Fuck that. I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to watch and see and learn from this shit. Learn from this shit. You know what I'm saying? That way a motherfucker holds me down or rapes me one day. First thing I want to do is find out who it was, where he's at, how we can stop him. Like I'm Flash fighting a metahuman, goddammit. Got to get him out of Central City, So yeah, man, that's my outsider view on it as of right now. I haven't been able to watch the whole thing on YouTube. This trial is like a movie. It seems like, man. That's everybody's. I started paying attention to it when I seen how much attention it's getting just everywhere, nationwide. Every talk show, every news channel, people talking about it everywhere. It's weird. I'm totally in the dark. 5 minutes of looking into it. Yeah, that's what I was. Kevin said the sexual stuff, he's never been creepy, and so he doesn't have to worry about that. Fucking, what's up, Shelly Berkowitz? Happy Catter Day. You would like the Chive. The Chive does that. It's an app on the. It's an app where it's where I used to get my pictures of them big booties and them big titties for like Gap Mondays and all that shit. But the Chive, CHIVE, they fucking they do Cat Saturday, and it's just people sending pictures of their cats and shit. So you would fucking love that shit. Download that, check it out. But yeah, Kevin said sexual stuff. He's never been creepy and don't have to worry about that. And I'm the same way. I was joking with a dude in the gym about that. Just yesterday, we were joking about how I don't get it how people get like accused of like catcalling and shit. Like I was like, you have to be a real creep to like creep a chick out, giving her a compliment. Because all I do is just give compliments. Y'all know I've said it on here too many times to keep harking on it. But I was telling him the same thing I tell y'all, and he was like, I do the same thing. He was like, man, I'll see a chick and I'll say, hey, you look good today. And he was like, that's it, man. You just keep it moving. I said, that's it, bro. I said, we got that old school way of flirting, you know, and they seem to not mind it still, you know, because they can tell there's no creepiness behind it, you know. We ain't saying like, you know, we ain't coming at you trying to hump your leg and shit, right? We're just like, damn, you look good today. We're giving you your props on what we understood might have took you a little while to do. Hello, right? It takes you a little while. I'm going to give you some props on it. That's it, you know. And that's all it should be, right? And then that shit should be accepted, you know? Tell you what, it would be nice if you ladies started doing the shit reverse. Why don't you start catcalling us a little bit, huh? Hey, like, look at that bulge in them pants, Big Daddy. You know, fuck with us. Hell, see what happens. You know, you might meet a motherfucker. You might meet your one doing some shit like that, right? He might say some shit back, and then y'all connect, and boom, it all came because you talked about his dick. His dick bulge. Look at the bulge in his dick. Look at that dick bulge in his pants. That was an old Hot Boy skit. Oh, they did a skit on SNL about that. They probably did. You know, I don't really fuck with that show, but there's part. You know, some of it I like. They got their moments. Yeah, everything's been done. That's the thing. But that would be funny if chicks just started fucking with dudes like a motherfucker. Hilarious. Damn, where'd you get them shoes from? That was a stupid one. I'd like to feel that mustache. Oh, I'd like to ride that mustache. That's a good one. See, you need to use that one, ladies. Come here, let me ride that mustache, Big Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. There you go. That's some good man catcalling. What else? Why don't you stick out that tongue? Let me see what you're working with. That's even lesbian catcalling. You're right. Hello? Shelly's doing it. Shelly said, damn, your pineapple is so big. That's right, baby. That's a big old pineapple right there. Hello. Hard as wood. Count down to goodness. This fucking thing constantly, you think what you're about to do is good? You think what you're about to do is good and just fuck my whole show up. Wait an hour. Click. Fucking A. Yeah, man. So, quickly ran out of shit again today, but it's 5:05, so we only got 25 left on live. Hello? And then we'll be back in action on Monday. Hello? Kevin Smith said, you know how the hashtag sign used to be the pound number in our day, you know, because it was the number sign. So he said when he sees hashtag me too, he just sees hashtag pound me too. Bang, bang, bang. That's a good one, Kevin Smith. I love it, bro. That's most of the Me Too's just didn't get pounded hard enough. Hello, that's what, right? You can pound it out of them. You know, you can pound that frown upside down. Hello. if you slanging that good wood, you know what I'm saying? They call me Toys R Us, God damn it. I'm gonna pound that frown upside down. Hello? Hell yeah. We just put one together. We just put a whole bit together right there, Kevin Smith. You don't even know. Hello? Hell yeah, I remember home phones. Home phones were great. Remember before cordless phones? How about that? Remember before cordless phones? When you first found out, like, they had long ass cords. I went to a girl house one time and fucking her mom was like, I was like, what was that bitch name? Might have been Nikki. Might have been fucking Nikki, right? Nah. Might have been. I think it was, yeah. Or it might have been Diane. Might have been in the trailer park. Might have been Diane Hudson. I think when I went to her trailer one day, I was like, where's Diane? She was like, in her room on the phone. And I was like, what? And I looked across the fucking ground, and there was a fucking long-ass cord stretched, went under her door. I walked in there. That bitch was sitting on her bed on the phone. I was like, damn, fuck you get that big-ass cord from? That's dope. I went home and told my dad about that shit. He was like, hell yeah, boy, we're going to get that shit. Next thing you know, we had a long-ass cord phone. You know, that was the first cordless phone with a cord. Was the long cord. Hello? Then them cordless phones came out. Landline still got the best sound though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so clear still. Hello? I don't know. It's weird. It's got like a different silence than the cell phone. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's just a silence on that landline that a cell phone don't have. Hell yeah, I remember them brick phones. That Nokia 3600 or 3200, that was the best phone in the world. You could throw that phone on the ground, it break into like 6 pieces. You put it back together, click, click, turn it on, bloop, right back in action. Call them motherfuckers. Motherfucker be like, hello, man, I just had to throw my phone at a motherfucker and knock him out. He tried to take my shit. Damn, dog. Yeah, I put it back together, though. I'm on my way. Man, I remember them motherfucking, them dudes with them fucking chirpers. Boop. I could never understand the person on the other line of that shit. Never understand that shit. That shit was always like, 10-4. That's all I could ever understand was fucking 10-4, you know? I never knew what people were saying. I'd be like, what? One more time. All right, man. Fuck it, right? I don't know what the fuck he just said. That shit was staticky and weird. My boy Bubba could talk on them things. Hey, boy, tell you what. And he'd hold it up to his ear and he'd just be like, it sounded like fucking Charlie Brown conversations on them things, you know? It sounded like you were talking to Kyle Henson when he's drunk on the smoke pad. Construction phone. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm not a baseball person, but I just found this out last night, and it's bothering me. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. They took intentional walks out of baseball. Now, people might think, oh, that's no big deal because the catcher would, the catcher used to go, right? And then the pitcher would throw the shit wide, and he'd walk over and catch it and throw it back. And you're like, well, then, that saves time. Take that out. No, there's always room for human error. You know what I'm saying? They took a chance. They took so many possibilities out of the fucking game now. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the rules was to that, it wasn't as easy as you thought, right? One of the rules was, okay, so the catcher had to do this, right? But he wasn't allowed to step over there until that ball left the pitcher's hands. So there's room for human error. What if there's motherfuckers, what if it's late in the game and there's runners on second and third or some shit and they're trying to walk this guy because he thinks he knows he can strike out this next dude with 2 outs, right? And so, dude does that and he knows he can't step until the guy until it leaves his hand, right? And fucking whoom, he steps over and just a little late hits the inside of his glove, falls at his feet. He goes down to catch it. He kicks the ball away. These motherfuckers are coming, son. That could change the game, you know? Or maybe he does just, pick it right up and shit. And then that dude tried to run off a third, and he throws him down, gets him in a pickle. Boom, they tag him out, ends the game. And this guy never got his shot. So many possibilities they've just taken from the game. Now it's just the fucking head coach or the catcher tells the ump, we're walking this guy. And he goes, and they advance the runner to first automatically. Boop. No 4 pitches, no chance, none of that shit. That's just stupid. Everybody wants the easy button. Remember I was talking about that? What, last episode? Everybody wants to hit the fucking easy button. Hello? That's fucked up, man. And I hadn't watched baseball in so long. I still like going to games. A live baseball game is so fun in my eyes. You get to sit up in a top deck, and I like just walking around the stadiums and looking at bad bitches for the first couple of innings. I could care less about the fucking first of the game, really. It gets exciting in the end usually, so, but man, I walk all around the stadium, check everybody out, go back to the seat. And Dodger Stadium, we smoked 3 or 4 blunts. Y'all can look on my Instagram and scroll down to them pictures. We mobbed Marty's family deep to the Dodgers game a couple years ago. Fucking smoked blunt after blunt. It was a blast. We went twice. Did it both times. So depending on which stadium you go to, you always the experience level. So live baseball is great. Watching it on TV, if you want to go to sleep, that's great. Nothing better than to listen to a dude talk real slow. Kind of like that court hearing. This is the 1-2 pitch. Looks like he might throw a changeup. And it's a ball. All right. Well, this guy, he's been playing a couple of years, getting a little better. Batting average is getting up. Oh, ball 2. You know what I'm saying? That's the most boring shit. Hell yeah. Barbeth. Oh, she mentioned about them home phones. Phone location was a big deal. That's right. Before the cordless and the long cord, you're right. She said hers was in the hall and it wasn't so bad, but my friend's phones were in the living room. No secrets there. Yeah, you can't talk shit when you in front of mom and dad. Hello? Them were the worst, wasn't they? When you was trying to plan on sneaking out or something, but your mom was still there, watching some bullshit late. Or my mom would read books. This is what my mom's move was. She'd just be there. She'd be sitting in the living room, TV off, reading a book. I'm a teenager. I'm trying to sneak some pussy in. She should have been asleep 30 fucking minutes ago. She's in there reading a fucking book. I'm like, go to fucking sleep with your shit. Reading a romance novel. I'm trying to goddamn do the shit you reading about. Hello? Yep, live baseball is the only way to go. You're right. Huge Angels fan, oh Shelley, huh? Angels in the Outfield. Remember that old movie? I couldn't tell you anything about it. I just remember the title. You know what I'm saying? I remember movies, titles, and sometimes who was in them. Maybe 1 or 2 parts, but I don't. Fucking Mitch can quote lines in movies and shit. It's funny as hell. My boy Greg Johnson used to be able to do that. I'm just like, why do y'all store all that? It's funny though. I like it when it's a movie I like and he's fucking quoting shit, because then I'll remember it and sometimes I can finish it, but fuck, man. I tell people, I'm such a stoner and shit, man. I see movies for the first time every time. Hello? Let's go see it. You ever seen a movie? Yeah, let's go see it again, because fuck. In my brain, I don't know. I don't remember shit, Hell yeah, I'm going to go see that. I might go see Hocus Pocus at the El Capitan. It's one of them throwback movies. Only $10, right? That was a good movie, man. Good little cast of chicks in that movie. And I was still young enough to enjoy it. I remember, and it's another movie that I seen as a younger, as a kid and shit, and didn't ever didn't have the money to go see it at the theater. Really, like we didn't do that. That wasn't our thing, really. So, be cool to see that shit on the big screen. I like magic, potions and shit. Hello. So, and then go see the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas in 4D. That's going to be exciting. October, whatever the fuck. And 4D is like when it's snowing on the movie screen, they put fake snow through the fucking movie theater and they blow wind on you and shit, So that's going to be cool, man. Still only $10, And it comes with a free popcorn and a free Coke. Hello? Because we don't drink Pepsi, we just sell Coke. Jeezy. Oh, shouts out to Lil Wayne in the Carter 5. Huh? Even Skip Bayless was giving the shouts out on Undisputed. What? Huh? Skip Bayless in the motherfucking game and shit, But he said Lil Wayne invited him to his birthday party. He was bragging and shit. I was like, look at you. Skip. Now, you know better than that. Come up on the show bragging about getting invitations to Lil Wayne's party. Did you get one, Jenny? Did you? You too cool for us, Skip. You too cool, Skip. Oh, Shannon. I love Shannon, too. Fucking, I don't care how old I am. If Lil Wayne invites me to some shit, I'm going. Skip Bayless, you fucked up. You and Ernestine should have put on your best 50s outfits and showed up like it was the goddamn old-timey Players Ball. Hello? Right? Put on your fucking, some old, old ball. There you go. Ball gown. I don't know what to fucking say. I don't know the attire. I kicked some ass in Jeopardy yesterday. How about that, motherfuckers? Easily won the first half. I'm good at the first categories in Jeopardy, but double Jeopardy, I'm not so hot in the. That's like if I ever went on that game, I'd have to go on a tear in the first round, right? Because double Jeopardy is gonna be a lot of me just listening. And then Final Jeopardy, I'm bidding 0 every time. I have no fucking clue the shit they are talking about. My boy Finn, he got Final Jeopardy 2 nights in a row. So you never know, man. Who knows what? $5.18. Just waiting. Oh shit. Kevin Smith said he's gonna be I'm going a black man who skateboards. Anyone who picks up skateboards later in life got respect, right? Yeah. Hell yeah. Because the older you get, the more brittle you get. And you fall, you try to ollie down 17 steps and it doesn't work right. When you're my age, son, there's going to be some shit broken. Not too many motherfuckers are in my shape at my age. A lot of these motherfuckers hit the ground, they barely get up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they hit it from a skateboard wreck, That shit gets harder and harder to get up from. See, when I fall, it hurts for days now. That's what I'm saying. I know these motherfuckers that played basketball with me all this time at LA Fitness. Some of them still don't know I'm 38. So when I run over there and I've been trying to get one more dunk in before I'm 40, right? And so when I do my legs, and sometimes I'll go in there and I'll fucking I'll run up and grab the rim a couple times, see how much higher I'm getting and shit. And they're always like, dude, man, you should be able to dunk. You can dunk, right? And I was like, yeah, in my 20s. And they're like, what? How old are you? And then I tell them, and they're like, whoa. And I'm thinking, yeah, when I was in my 20s, I was dunking, I wasn't fabulous. It was fast break type, just off one leg, yakow, right? But it'd be on your ass, hello. But now that I'm 38, I can just get the rim. That's it. And I can't run like a rocket like I used to. This dude the other day was like, hey, man, what's up? You ain't been playing in a while. You hurt? And I admit, I just lied to him because I didn't want to, fucking do the whole conversation of why I ain't been playing in there. And I was like, yeah, man, my foot's kind of, and he was just like, oh, man, dude, the way you play, bro, it just sucks that you're hurt because he was like disappointed, like literally disappointed because he was like, I like playing with you and watching you run the court. And he's not the first person that said that. And it just trips me out how many people just like, just amazed by that. And I'm thinking, God, and he even said it because I told him, I said, yeah, man, well, I said, I'm 38, so I don't recover as fast anymore, And he was like, you're 38? He goes, wow. He goes, I couldn't imagine you in your 20s playing like that. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I was a rocket, bro. He was like, I bet, man. And I was like, it always kept me in a game. No matter what team, no matter where I was, motherfuckers be like, well, you're going to stay in because you're the fastest player on the court. It always leads to something. An interception on D, a fucking steal, a fucking rebound. I'm everywhere. I can be everywhere with my speed, Even now, for the first half of a game, like I tell people, nowadays, I'm good for 4 or 5 points. Then I need some motherfuckers on my team to help me. And that's one of the reasons I stopped playing at LA Fitness too. When I play with these certain group of guys I like to play with because they don't fucking try to hurt me, they look at me as the better player. So they'll stack their teams. I always get like the shitty people, man. And then it's like, I'm too old to take over games anymore. I can't fucking do it, I do still like to run and play like I play, but I can't do it the whole game for 2. I can do it for 1 full game probably. 2, 3, like I used to do, 5, 6, 7, 8 games all night type shit. I can't do it no more, man. Fuck that. It's just not worth it. It takes me, I don't know how long it takes you, Kevin. It takes me 2, 3 days of soreness to be 100% again if I want to play. If I play like 2 or 3 games like I play, like full just fucking flash mode, fuck that, Barbette says she's 41 and in her drinking prime. Hello? I hear you. Berkowitz, she's selling a 78 Elvis shellac vinyl. Put that shellac in there now. That's the selling point. Shellac vinyl on eBay. Reserve price $1,100. Man, I went to get a massage, bro. Kevin Smith talking about a massage. This thing with me, dog. I'm cut up and shit, right? But I'm skinny. So when these motherfuckers give me a massage, dude, that shit was like, ah! I was like, oh fuck. I was like, not so hard. Dude was trying to press his fucking elbow through my fucking. He tried to press my ribs through my fucking body, dude. I was like, oh. So that shit just hurt me. I can't go back to that place. It's only $25 is why I went there. Fucking A. It's $25 of torture, though. I got to have a chick massage me. I can't, that motherfucker, because everybody, I've had a couple people tell me that dude's really good. He knows what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. That's because most dudes are real thick and shit, and they like all that hard fucking pressing and shit, man. Not me, man. I'm built I'm a different way. I got that Bruce Lee build. I can't have a person who weighs more than me putting all his goddamn body weight on me with his elbow into my fucking back, man. That shit, I was sore from that massage for 2 days. That shit hurt me so bad. I was like, fuck this dude. Never coming back. I didn't even want to tip him. I was mad about tipping him. I was thinking halfway through the thing, I gotta tip this motherfucker for torturing me. It was horrible. So I just gotta find a different spot. I gotta make sure it's a chick every time. And just tell her, yo, I might be muscular, like I look like I got muscles, but I'm still thin. Like don't fucking stand on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that shit. Yeah, exactly. Our muscles right there. You don't have to find them. Exactly. That's a good point. You don't have to dig around, motherfucker. I don't need Japanese knowledge, all the wisdom. It's right there, bro. It's fucking. Don't fucking yam me out, He was kung fu legend in my ass, right? I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm never coming back. I'll never go back to that place. Fuck that, And I can't bring myself to go into that fucking sauna at the LA Fitness. I've had a bunch of people tell me, dude, it's the best way. It's a different type of sweat. It brings out a different sweat or some shit. Like they say it's a good sweat or blah blah blah. You definitely need to do it. It gets all your toxins. But see, like that's coming from people who like I think, and not to judge motherfuckers or nothing, but and this is just me shooting in the wind, really. Mostly motherfuckers that be drinking and smoking cigarettes, shit like that. I don't do that. I don't have toxins to get out, really. I mean, I smoke a lot of reefer, right? But I guess the energy drinks I drink, I might need to sweat out that bullshit. But I feel like the sweat, I sweat enough walking to and from that fucking van, you know, and trying to save gas in the van and just sitting there in the heat waiting for pear smoke sometimes. You know, I do my sweat. Playing basketball, sweat is sweat, you know. I can't go in that sauna, man. It's a bunch of dudes, and they stare, bunch of starers. So, right, which has helped me not stare at the chicks as much now. I feel them. I feel you, ladies. I feel you. I feel your pain, ladies. You know what I'm saying? You're not, listen, just because your titties are halfway out and your ass is everywhere and the yoga pants show all the everything, doesn't mean we have to look. I feel you, you know, just because I have my shirt off because I don't want to sweat it up and have a sweaty, stained back and pit stained shirt on wherever I'm at. Doesn't mean you know, these gay dudes could just gawk me down. Dude, I had a dude get honked at because he fucking stopped. He was trying to stop his car and say something to me. You know, it's like, dude, just fucking go about your business. Like these ladies say, when has that ever worked for you? Hollering at a chick in traffic, hollering at, so what was it? What do you think I was going to do? Just run over there and jump in your car and start sucking your dick or letting you suck my dick, you fucking weirdo? That's the shit I'm talking about. There's a certain level of perversion in some of these gay motherfuckers that I feel don't get checked. That community don't get checked with their fucking perversion, you know? I wonder how many fucking teenage boys get diddled by some fucking gay neighbor around here that shit don't get talked about. I'm telling you, and I see it all the time. That dude slowed his whole he tried to stop fucking traffic to say some shit to me through his passenger window and shit. I had my headphones in. I seen his fucking gay mouth moving, but I didn't hear him, you know? That's bullshit, you know? So it's really helping me to like, you know, I don't stare at the chicks no more at the gym, you know, because I used to. There was a time when I had like, you know, men, we go through ups and downs, right? I had a little salty attitude about it. I was like, fuck it, if they're gonna dress like that, I'm gonna look, my God. And then you start feeling crazy. If you're a real man and a natural, not pervert person, you'll start to feel creepy, and I did naturally. So I stopped naturally. You know, people shouldn't have to tell you what you're doing is wrong, you know? We're old enough, we're all grown, we're adults. You know what the fuck is wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you turn down a street and it's fucking your car up, you turn the fuck around and get off of it. Hello? All right? So you got to do that shit in life and everything, right? You can't run through a 300-pound dude. You got to go around him. Hello? So I don't fuck with them, right? I barely even talk to them. I won't talk to the chicks. Now I don't fucking stare at them. If they come around me, I go to another machine. Hello, you know. A Thuracane, go buy one. A cane with knobs on it. All right. Never hear the gays are into MILFs, all about the young flesh. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like a level of perversion to these motherfuckers that no one talks about. No one checks that shit. And they're allowed to check everybody and make such a fucking big deal about everything, telling women they can't call their pussies pussy, they gotta call it the front hole. They're trying to check every fucking body except themselves. No one checks them. And it's on my fucking nerves, you know? The fucking, the Theracane looks like a freaky sex toy, but it works your back awesome. Well, you know, most sex toys work that back. Hello? Anyway, listen, it's 5:29. Time to break out a rhyme. There it was. And, you know, we're going to be ending this shit in 1 minute. Hello? Thanks for blazing in, Eastern Army, and being on the front line with me. You know what I'm saying? I still got people shooting at me on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Hey. I hope my dick tastes like sardines to you. You know what I'm saying? And but other than that, you know, your hate is fuel, and I love the free fuel. You know, free gas is good. Hello, Other than that, thanks for blazing in. I'll see you motherfuckers next Saturday. Hello?